This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Amnesty International issuing a travel warning today, calling for possible travelers and visitors to the United States to exercise extreme caution due to rampant gun violence. The London-based human rights organization reasoning that gun violence has become so prevalent in the U.S., it amounts to a human rights crisis. It's advising the traveling public to be extra vigilant at all times and to be wary of the ubiquity of firearms among the population. There's the added warning to places where large numbers of people gather, especially cultural events, places of worship, schools, and shopping malls, depending on the traveler's gender identity, race, country, or origin, ethnic background, or sexual orientation. The organization says travelers may be at a higher risk of being targeted with gun violence and should plan accordingly. Amnesty's travel advisory follows that of both Venezuela and Uruguay following this weekend's mass shootings in Texas and Ohio. 31 people were killed. Back here at home, Foreign Affairs Minister Darren Henfield has made it clear that he doesn't see the need to issue a travel advisory. Instead, he's simply cautioning Bahamians to stay alert when traveling anywhere. An early morning fatal crash, the focus of a traffic investigation, police reporting that 4 people were in a Honda Accord on West Bay Street in the area of Arwak Key after 3 o'clock this morning when the driver lost control of the vehicle and collided into a tree. 3 people were rushed to hospital. Unfortunately, the 4th one died on scene. We can also tell you about 2 overnight shootings that have left several injured. Police tell us in the first instance, 4 men were in a vehicle headed south on Johnson Terrace, Johnson Road, when 2 gunmen exited a blue vehicle and opened fire. The victims are in stable condition in hospital. The same to be said about a man shot while walking on East Street and McCullough Corner less than an hour later around 8 p.m. From all reports, the victim in this case was shot when the occupants of a champagne-colored vehicle opened fire on him. Over in Grand Bahama, a female's counting her blessings after being shot and surviving the ordeal early this morning. Preliminary investigations revealing that the victim was one of 2 females, along with 3 men, using an illegal firearm. It was discharged, hitting one of the women in the chest. At last report, she was in serious but stable condition. The matter is under active investigation. The Prime Minister was in Exuma for the reopening of Rollville Police Station, which is now outfitted with an interview room and proper cells.
Shortly, members of the successful National Neighborhood Watch Council, another of this administration's initiative, will travel to Exuma for the training and implementation of the neighborhood watch groups. Crime and its causes are varied and complex, and to combat crime, we must continue to fortify our police force.
Exumians also heard about the government's plans to soon begin the construction of a new terminal and airside works at that island's international airport.
I am happy to report that there are more in the pipeline, including in New Providence, the South Central Station, the North Eastern Station, the Internal Security Division, and the Central Division. In the Family Islands, they include the South Andros Station and the Eleuthera Division, Governor's Harbor headquarters. This administration is reversing the state of disrepair and neglect that we inherited. The new airport will be a beautiful, efficient, and welcoming gateway to the world-renowned Exuma. It will replace the old airport, which is terribly outdated and lacks the capacity required as one of the gateways for the beautiful emerald and turquoise chain of the Exumas. Exuma deserves a gateway airport that matches its spectacular natural beauty and international reputation.
The Exuma Keys Land and Sea Park last year won the prestigious Global Ocean Refuge Award for the most effective conservation of marine life. Stay with us. Our final story's up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.